Hey, what is up guys, this is Yusuf here from TECHDROIDS and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. And this is my laptop buyer's guide 2017. So the idea of this video is to help you guys choose a good laptop under your budget, your best budget and your best purpose. So this laptop which you will choose after this video will help you do the tasks you want to do at its best. So let's get started and drop a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And without any further ado, let's get started. So I want this video to be as simple as possible and as good and easy to understand as possible. So I'm not going to be boring you with specs and I'm not going to be giving you all the big numbers. I'm just going to give you a brief guide to buying the best laptop for your budget. So let's get started with it. So first I'm going to talk about the basic laptops. Then I'm going to talk about some gaming laptops, and I'm going to also give you, suggestions on whether to buy a Chromebook or a MacBook. Now let's get started with the first two rules that I have. So the two rules that I'd suggest you keep in mind while picking your laptop is your budget and your purpose. So your budget can be anything that you can afford. So all the money that you can spend on one laptop is the budget. And the purpose can be anything. You want to game on your thing, you want to do video editing, office work, media consumption, or you just want it to be sitting there all day. You just want to look at it. Let's get started with the basic laptops. So as you have your budget and your purpose decided, let's get started with some basic laptops. So if your budget is under $300 to $500 or even $600 maybe, then you can get a good basic laptop with good specs that can handle light gaming, light video editing, some office work, browsing, media consumption, and all that doesn't take up a lot of CPU and a GPU. A lot of, to be simple or to be exact, doesn't take up a lot of power. You can get, so I'm not going to be talking about screen sizes and battery life and ports in this video, just the laptop itself. No ports, no screens, no keyboards, no trackpads. So if you want the basic laptop, you need to, after you've decided your budget and your purpose, you need to decide your brand. Now, different brands offer different prices, different performance ratios. So the best price to performance ratio I have seen from one brand is Lenovo. So you choose Lenovo, you get the best cheap laptop and you get the best performing laptop. So they're not really cheap, but the price they give you for and the performance they offer is a good balance. So your basic laptops starts with a Core i3 and will end with a Core i5. Now let me get this Core i3, Core i5, Core i7 shit straight. So these are three main CPUs. Now I'm not going to talk about the other mid-range or below subpar CPUs, just talk about the base. So the i3s are good for basic tasks, light gaming, light video editing and light stuff. Just don't take a lot of power. The i5 on the other hand is a balance of power and price. So it can provide some good performance, some high-end performance, and it's cheap. The i7, while being better than the i5, is also more expensive than the i7. So these are the CPUs and these are their prices. So you have to choose what you want. And I'm going to help you choose which one to buy for your purpose. Now, basic laptops, as I told you, you don't need a lot of power. i3 or i5 is fine. 8 GB RAM, 8 gigabytes, 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM is fine. Storage doesn't matter until and unless you want a SSD, you can upgrade it. And that should be it. $500 and you're done for the next 2 years with all your light stuff. If you want something that can handle gaming and video editing, you're looking at the higher end i5 to the max i7s. Now these are called gaming laptops or video editing laptops, and in exact costly laptops, higher end laptops. Now the brands that you can see here are again Lenovo offers some good higher end laptops. You have MSI, you have Asus, you have Dell, you have some good brands. You have Razer, but again it comes to your purpose. How high end of a task are you gonna do? If you're gonna do video editing in 1080p to 4K, but you don't use a lot of extra effects or After Effects or some cool color grading, an i5 laptop should do good. But if you're going to do a really high-end task like 3D rendering and all kind of music production and high-end 4K video editing, motion graphics, motion tracking, all that stuff, the highest end i7s should do you fine. Now, how much RAM do you need? 8 to 16 and 16 to 32. 8 to 16 if you're going to be staying in your limits and editing, you know, you will do good editing, but you don't want any crazy effects or just don't want to strain your PC or your laptop. But if you are to do, you know, really good tasks such as 3D rendering and music production, 16 to 32 gigabytes should be fine. Now, what GPU should you look for? In a basic laptop, Intel HD graphics or any dedicated GPU that you get should do fine. When you come to this i5 and i7, anything in the i5 you can get any mobile version, the MX series or the 900 series should do fine because it's an i5, and an i5 and a 900 series GPU should do fine even in 2017. But if you have an i7, your tasks are on another level, get a 1050, 1060, 1070 or a 1080 laptop. What I'm saying is get a laptop that has a 10 series GPU, at least has 16 to 32 gigabytes of RAM and has a Core i7. That should do you really good tasks, and that's the max you can expect from a laptop. So I hope that helped you out with your gaming and basic laptops, but that was for your Windows platform. Now what if you're interested in Mac? Now buy a Mac if you don't want to be confused, don't want to, you know, are willing to spend a lot of money, don't want any, after buying the laptop you don't want any other, you know, struggles or any other problems, just get a Mac. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to do you good. If you don't want to be confused with the specs and the prices and stuff, get a MacBook. It will do you video editing good, it will do all the office and, you know, stuff really well. But the only thing you don't have in a Mac is gaming. So if you're a gamer, there's no way you're going to go for Mac. Now what if you're interested in a Chromebook? So a Chromebook doesn't run Windows 10, it runs Chrome OS, which boots up in 7 seconds. That's the advantage. You get really fast performance, really, you know, UI is very smooth, but you cannot expect too much of work to be done on it. You cannot do video editing, you cannot do gaming and all that high-end stuff on a Chromebook. So Chromebooks are pretty cheap, and if that's the use case scenario you're looking for, you know, just light stuff, get a Chromebook. It's gonna do you good until and unless you keep your expectations down. So I hope this video helped you out, guys. Drop a thumbs up if you did, and if it did, and drop a dislike if you thought I screwed up. Drop a comment down below what you think about this video, what laptop are you willing to buy, and what questions you have about a laptop. So that's all going to be answered in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for joining me. Peace.